So one of the things that I've come across over the years is I don't think the education's there when you get out of the military about what the benefit really is to use your VA loan and how you can use. And I'll have people tell me, well, yeah, I used it back in the '80s, and I've already used it. They don't realize they can, first of all, use it multiple times in their life. There's no limit to the number of times you can use your eligibility. You can buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell, but at the same token, there is what they call bonus entitlement. So hypothetically, if you buy your first house, you're probably not going to jump into a $500,000 house, right?
Right.
You probably go buy 180, 220, whatever. Well, with the VA limits constantly moving, whatever they might be, right now I think it's about 10. You have, if you bought your first one for 180, you may have another, I don't know, what, 300,000, 330 that you could buy a VA with your VA, zero down again, and keep that property. So you live in it for a while as a primary residence. Let somebody else move into it. You've moved up, and you've accomplished 2 homes at zero down. Keep that money in your pocket, especially when rates are where they are right now.
Right. For those who don't know, with the VA loan, the criteria is staying in it for a year before you can move on to the second property, like Bill was talking about. Moving on to the second property, I guess it's kind of avoiding fraud kind of thing. So move up, wait for that first year, to go by, and then you can do whatever it is that you want to do with it. And then also, like you were saying, not a lot of people know about that, the cap, and then using more. So you have a total entitlement. We'll just say what Bill said, 510. If you only use 200,000, you got $310,000 left. So on that second home, without redoing or coming to the table with any money, you can buy a $310,000 house.
Because it's a huge benefit. I don't think those that come in and have that benefit to be able to go zero down. Uncle Sam is saying thank you for your commitment, your family's commitment, your sacrifices. Zero down is backing. Uncle Sam is backing you. That's huge. If you don't have that, if you're not active duty or retired military, you do not have entitlement. You're in another program. You're in a program where you have to have some skin in the game, and it can add up. 3.5%, 5%, 10%, whatever. It's a lot of money. And that gets rid of a lot of people that may want to buy that just can't. So this is a huge benefit. And there are other aspects to it that you want to talk to your loan officer, you want to talk to somebody. If you have one now, you want to talk to them, because Uncle Sam has put great refinance programs in place where you really don't have to qualify. You've gone through all the headaches to do it, to buy the house. You don't have to worry about an appraisal. You really don't have to worry about very little. You just have to have a couple things intact, credit, whatever. But it is truly a streamlined deal. You should definitely talk to somebody if you've got a VA loan right now.
Definitely. So what about we talked a lot about VA loans. What about like conventional? What are you seeing right now with the conventional loans that you deal with, as far as like down payments or stuff like that? And then what does the down payment cover in the conventional loan?
Okay. So typically you have your VA zero down. If you're non-active duty, non-retired that can't go VA, they may slide towards, over history, it's been an FHA loan, which is another government loan, federal loan, 3.5% down. Conventional, you have some programs with 3% down, but typically you start jumping into conventional when you are looking at a client that's coming to you with 5, 10, 20% down, that they're going to be routed towards conventional programs. But the industry is always adapting. So we've obviously gone through some pretty wild times, some interesting times, and we have to throttle back in certain ways in an industry like this when you're dealing with such large amounts of money. The industry will turn around and adapt. So the programs do change constantly, first-time home buyer programs. So you can accomplish zero down if you're a first-time home buyer in some respects with seconds and grants through some state organizations or whatever. But that's why you talk to the loan officer. They make sure they look at your deal and find out how to set it up for what you need.
All right. Well, pretty much that's what we got for today. What's the word Wednesday? Loan officer.
Loan officer. Bill Lane.
Bill Lane, loan officer. Southern Trust Mortgage, local guy, great guy. Like I said, we did a lot of deals together. Bill, I call Bill my MVP. I was talking to my team. I have a team of about 15 agents that I work with at Iron Valley Real Estate, and they, we talk and we converse, or get tidbits from one another, and like, hey, you got a loan guy? Yeah, call Bill. Well, why Bill? Because Bill answers his phone whenever you call.
Stop calling me at midnight, man. Stop calling me at midnight.
midnight. Look, so midnight. Not even a week ago. I say, hey, Bill. I text Bill, and I text him because I didn't want to call because it was midnight. So I text him. I say, hey, Bill, I need this letter, this pre-qual letter, for such and such. So I'm expecting to get it, the next morning or whatever. 3 minutes later, Bill texts me, hey, it's in your inbox. Like, yo, Bill, you're the MVP, man. I like it. I love it. So when you need to get stuff moving, if first time homeowners, you don't really realize, but second and third time, you know how this game goes. Time is of the essence. So if you can get a hold of your loan officer at midnight, that is your go-to guy. Definitely your go-to guy. You deal with these big banks. I don't want to put no names out on blast, but if I'm a realtor, I'll steer you away from them. But you deal with these big banks and stuff. Is you're dealing with banker hours, 9 to 5,
and an agent who's working at midnight on a Saturday.
And
rock on.
Right. so you may lose out. You got to get that offer in. You got to get that offer in before someone else gets that offer in. And if you're sitting and waiting on a pre-approval letter from your loan officer, and you can't get it out to 9 o'clock or 9 a.m. in the morning or 10 a.m. wherever the banks decide to open, and you're you on hold for an hour or so with the bank trying to get to the right person, you're gonna lose out. So, yeah, 757 Hampton Road area. Give Bill Lane a call. What's your information, Bill?
757-651-7474. That's it. It's my cell phone. Direct to me. You can text me. Call me. Whatever you need to do. 757-651-7474.
All right, appreciate it. Fireside with Devaun. What's the word Wednesday? Loan officer. Your next favorite real estate agent coming at you again. Make sure you subscribe. Like the link below.
And the fire lasted.
And the fire lasted. We'll get back to you next time. Thanks.
Rock on.
Dope.
Solid enough?